everybody, I'm Kim Wilkin with eXp Realty, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the details about the prestigious award for top producers at eXp called Icon. Icon is a very impressive category of agents, the top 1% in our company, and this is how you qualify. At eXp, the icons are the culture keepers. They are the ambassadors of the company, and they are the ones that are actually teaching inside of our training modules. What is so unique about eXp is it is top producers, agents teaching agents here at eXp. It is not a trainer who may not have done a transaction for the past 5 or 10 years. The icons are the ones that are out there teaching the rest of us how to do our job better and make more money and keep our client. This prestigious award is not available at any other company, and it is such a treat to be at eXp and to give back to other agents, as well as have the company award us and reward us for being top producers and givers to the community. So how do you obtain icon status? Well, it starts after capping, and at eXp, the way to cap is by paying in $16,000 into the company on an 80-20 split for about $2.7 million. So after you have capped, in other words, you've paid in the $16,000, then you can start on your path to becoming an icon. There are 2 primary ways to obtain icon. One is doing 20 transactions after you have capped. With those transactions, you're not paying in the 80-20 anymore on your split, but you are paying a $250 transaction fee. So the way it works is after 20 transactions, you've actually paid in an additional $5,000 in fees. So something to note about the 20 transactions paying in $250, those transactions must be at least a gross commission of $1,250. If they are not, then you are actually only going to be paying a 20% of that commission check. So if it's $1,000, then you're only paying in $200. So remember, to hit icon status using the 20 transactions, paying in $250, you have to pay in at least $5,000. So the other way to obtain icon status is having $500,000 in GCI or gross commission income with a minimum of 10 transactions. So the first option is 20 transactions paying $250 per transaction, or the second way is a 500 GCI with a minimum of 10 transactions. So now that we know what the production qualifications are, let's start talking about the awards that come along with being a prestigious icon here at eXp. Well, the most exciting thing is you actually get your $16,000 cap that you paid in. Remember, to cap, you had an 80-20 split until you paid in $16,000. Well, you actually get that back in company stock, which is insane. What is so crazy about eXp is it is a virtual company. There are no brick and mortar. The trainers are the agents. It is an agent-driven, agent-centric company, which means there is money to support the agents. We're a publicly traded company. We are on the NASDAQ, and the stock ticker symbol is EXPI, and this is a stock that icons get when they are awarded icon status. So, number 1, the icons receive $8,000 in company stock when they hit their production. So once you have capped, and you have your 20 transactions having paid in $5,000 in fees, or you have your $500,000 GCI plus 10 in a total of 10 transactions, then you get your $8,000 back in company stock. Something to note though, that company stock is vested for a total of 3 years. So you do have to remain at eXp and be a member of the community for the next 3 years until that actual stock is vested and is yours. The second part is incredible as well. As I mentioned previously, the icons are the ones that are teaching inside of our platform. They're the ones that are holding the community events, and they're the ones supporting the other agents. So At eXp, one of the ways that you get company stock, remember it's $16,000, we have $8,000 in production, so there is a cultural component for an icon. So that is $4,000 worth of company stock that is awarded to you once you have reached icon. So once you've hit your production, the next 12 months, you actually have to reach your cultural component, which currently is 20 points. You can do that by being a mentor and helping new agents. You can teach inside a workplace. You can hold community events in your area to help other agents. There are also other ways to qualify. So that is, once you have completed that over the next 12 months, then you get an additional $4,000 in company stock. So $8,000 for production and $4,000 for the cultural component. Something to note about the cultural component, it is a 1-year vesting. So 3 years for the $8,000 production and 1 year for the $4,000 cultural component. So the third way that an icon receives the company stock totaling the $16,000 is for going to events. And those two events are eXp Con, which is typically in October, and Shareholders, which is typically in May. So for each of those two major events, you will receive as an icon $2,000 in company stock. What's exciting, now that's $2,000 for the eXp Con and $2,000 for going to Shareholders. The best part about it is there is no vesting. So as soon as you go to the events, the following month, you are going to receive your $2,000 in company stock. What I love about this component is the fact that the icons are the ambassadors for the company. And of course, we want the top producers attending the major events for our company. Again, they're the ones sitting on stage teaching, and they are the ones holding special events for the other agents. Something that is super special and prestigious for the icons is there are separate rooms. There are sort of green rooms at these events for icons. There are separate meetings once a month inside of our organization. For the icons, you actually going to the events, you get a special little badge that says you are an icon. There are specific groups that are just for icons as well. So not only do the icons get to teach and guide through the community of eXp agents, there is also a tight-knit group of icons. One of my mentors here at the company has been an icon for 8 years running. So kudos to her. If you're interested in learning about eXp, make sure to reach out to me. My Calendly link is in the description below, and let's find out how you can benefit your business, your personal life, and your family can benefit by joining eXp. Just reach out to me. I'm here, and I'd love to learn your story and learn how this company can help your business. Let's talk about how valuable this icon status is and stock awards are for you. It is incredible to think that you can receive $16,000 in company stock each and every year that you hit icon status. I have an icon friend of mine that has purchased 6 rental properties with her stock awards that she's received at eXp. Maybe not all for icon status, but remember that you get $200 for your first transaction every year in company stock, $400 for capping, plus the $16,000. So if you're an icon, you can get awarded each and every year $16,600 worth of company stock. And right now, eXp is quite the darling of Wall Street. So if you want to check it out, make sure to check it out on Google Finance or Yahoo Finance. So if you are a top producer and you are looking to be awarded and rewarded for your production, then consider eXp as an option. Right now, everybody's reevaluating their business, and with $16,000 stock awards that are awarded to you for doing your transactions that you normally do is insane. There are no other companies out there that are doing this with a viable publicly traded stock. Additionally, this community is so strong. So if you're a top producer, make sure to reach out to me. Let's have a discussion to see how eXp can benefit you. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a little bit more about eXp Realty. Thank you again, and make sure to check out my other videos on the channel.